The Ferrari F80 is Ferrari's new supercar, a car destined to join iconic models from the 1984 GTO to the 2016 Laferrari F80. The F80 is a showcase for the ultimate in technology and performance, and represents an extreme development of the internal combustion engine. With a combined maximum power of 1200 horsepower, the V6 hybrid powertrain of the F80 makes it the most powerful road car ever to come out of the gates of the Ferrari factory. A host of advanced technological solutions makes the F80 the new benchmark for innovation and engineering excellence. Maranello, 17th of October 2024. Ferrari today unveiled the F80 and wrote a new chapter in the history of legendary supercars. The F80 will be produced in a limited run of just 799 examples, and joins the pantheon of icons such as the GTO, F40, and Laferrari by showcasing the best in terms of technology and performance. Ever since 1984, Ferrari has periodically released a new supercar that represented the pinnacle of cutting-edge technology and innovation, and that was destined to become enshrined in popular culture, intended for the most discerning clients of the brand. These cars immediately became legends in their own lifetime, making an indelible mark not only on the history of Ferrari, but on the history of the automobile itself. The latest addition to this family, the F80, is tasked with embodying the ultimate in engineering for an internal combustion engine, and employs technological solutions, including latest generation hybrid technology for the powertrain to achieve unparalleled levels of power and torque. Every aspect of the architecture is conceived to maximize performance, from the carbon fiber chassis and extreme aerodynamic solutions far beyond anything seen before in a road-legal car, to the new active suspension optimized to let the driver wring every ounce of performance from the car on the track. Unlike anything else in the current supercar world, the F80 combines all these attributes with uncompromising levels of usability on the road, where it can be driven with ease. This ability shaped every choice made in terms of technology and architecture to achieve the goal, which at first sight seems impossible, of creating a track-orientated supercar that's just as drivable as a production range model. All this means that the driver will spend even more time in the car and can truly get to know and revel in its performance and the thrilling driving experience it offers. The architecture of the F80 is so extreme that the layout chosen results in a narrower cabin with a driver-centric layout, which nevertheless still offers excellent space and comfort for a passenger. This choice had crucial benefits in terms of minimizing drag and weight. The cockpit area, therefore, has a distinct single-seater feel, despite the fact that the car is homologated for 2 occupants, resulting in an architecture that we could call 1+. The primary reason for this choice was to minimize width to the benefit of aerodynamics with less drag and weight saving. This concept is completely in keeping with the motorsport world from which this car not only draws inspiration, but also inherits technological solutions. As has always been the case with the Ferrari supercars preceding the F80, the powertrain is based on the finest expression of technology in motorsport. The GTO and F40 were powered by a turbo V8 because Formula One cars used turbocharged engines in the 1980s. Today, in both Formula One and the World Endurance Championship, powertrains consists of turbo V6 ICE engines, mated with an 800V hybrid system. It was only natural then that this architecture, the same architecture used by the 499P, which was taken 2 consecutive victories at the 24 Hours of Le Mans, would be transferred into the new F80. Here though, the powertrain is further complemented by the introduction for the first time ever of electric turbo technology, E-turbo, which with an electric motor installed between the turbine and compressor of each turbo allows for an extraordinary specific power output and instantaneous response from low down in the rev range. Aerodynamics play a key role in the F80, with solutions such as the active rear wing, rear diffuser, flat underbody, front triplane wing, and S-duct working in concert to generate 1,000 kilograms of downforce at 250 kilometers per hour. This result is further enhanced thanks to the active suspension, which contributes directly to generating ground effect. Performance is boosted by the electric front axle, which brings four-wheel drive capability to make even more effective use of the torque and power on tap, and the new brakes with motorsports-derived CCMR Plus technology. As with all the supercars preceding it, the F80 marks the start of a new design era for Ferrari, with a more tense, extreme design language accentuating its race-bred soul. There are clear references to cues borrowed from aerospace, which underscore the cutting-edge technology and elegant engineering of each and every technical solution. But there are also nods to its hallowed proteges, which clearly declare the illustrious lineage of the F80. Powertrain, internal combustion engine. The 3-litre 120-degree V6 F163CF of the F80 is the ultimate expression of the Ferrari 6-cylinder engine. This unit produces an astonishing peak power of 900 horsepower, making it the Ferrari engine with the highest specific power of all time, 300 CV, to which the electric front axle and rear motor of the hybrid system add another 300 CV. The link with motorsports and endurance racing in particular is strong. The architecture of the engine and many of its components are closely derived from the power plant of the 499P, which won the last two editions of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Commonalities with the car competing in the World Endurance Championship include the architecture, crankcase, layout, drive chains of the timing system, oil pump recovery circuit, bearings, injectors, and GDI pumps. Naturally, there is also technology carried over from Formula 1, from which the F80 inherits both the concept of the MG UK with the development of an industry hybrid powertrain. The electric motors used for the F80 are the first units developed, tested, and manufactured entirely by Ferrari at Maranello. Aerodynamics. The F80 pushes aerodynamic performance to levels never seen before in a Ferrari road car, as testified by the 1,000 kilograms of downforce produced at 250 km per hour. This astonishing achievement was made possible by perfect symbiosis between all the internal Ferrari departments working on the definition of the car's architecture. For each department, the perfect balance between downforce and top speed was the basis for every design choice, giving shape to a suite of extreme solutions benefiting a true supercar. The front end of the F80, which develops 460 kilograms of downforce at 250 km per hour, was inspired by the aerodynamic concepts employed in Formula 1 and the World Endurance Championship, innovatively reinterpreted for this application to become cornerstones of the entire design. On the one hand, the recumbent racing driving position allows for a chassis with a high center keel, while on the other, the cooling system layout has freed up the entire central portion of the vehicle, maximizing the space usable for other functions. Heat management. Defining the layout of the cooling system demanded an in-depth studies and painstaking development to reconcile the thermal needs of the engine, which has to dissipate over 200 kilowatts of thermal power during performance usage, and the new hybrid system with aerodynamic requisites. The aim was to design a cooling system with the least possible impact on the overall packaging to attain a functionally and aerodynamically valid configuration that perfectly accommodates both the aerodynamic and thermal demands of the F80. Design, exterior. The F80 is a product of a creative design study that had led the team of the Ferrari Styling Center, headed by Flavio Manzoni, to make a radical change in the visual language of the marquee, forging a link between the past and future of Ferrari design, with the intent of assimilating a host of different elements of the design language and DNA of the brand. This study first turned its attention to the aesthetics of the marquee's F1 racing cars to identify the direction for creating a car with a modern and innovative visual identity that can accommodate a driver and passenger, despite offering the uncompromised experience of a single-seater. The F80 has a strongly futuristic visual impact with unmistakable references to aerospace. The architecture is defined by a dihedral cross-section with its two bottom corners firmly planted on the wheels. From the side view, the rear section has a sculpted flow that emphasizes the muscularity of the entire rear wing. The front section of the car is defined by more architectural elements. The wheel arch ends with a vertical panel that stands proud of the doors, paying homage to the visual language of the F40. The compact proportions of the cabin were made possible by opting for a cockpit inspired by a single-seat racer, creating a visual perception akin to an enclosed Formula One car. A lengthy process involving designers, engineers, ergonomic specialists, and color and trim experts, culminating in an original new solution that sets the driver unequivocally as the protagonist in a cabin and transforms the car into a 1+. So that's the new Ferrari F80. Let us know in the comments what you think, and if you like this video, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.